Hello everybody and a warm welcome to Leighton Junction. I just thought I would do a short video on these new accurascale wagons and a little story behind them. These were bought, would you believe, last year. I think it was last July or maybe earlier, and they were a present from the nephew for an early birthday present. Anyway, they were put away until my birthday. That was in the August time. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, they didn't get unpacked. I think I had some health issues. I took ill. I forget exactly what happened now. Anyway, they were put to one side, and obviously with the ongoing problems I've had in the last few months, I've now finally managed to get them out, and they are very, very nice. Only one slight problem, and because I hadn't unpacked them, I hadn't really noticed. And if I move the camera around, I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, they have the knuckle couplings on. And if I bring this 25 forward, and you can see that there's a slight problem. Yeah, the couplings don't match. So I thought, never mind, what I'll do is I'll put just a normal hooky drop coupling in. But the problem is, these wagons are actually quite high, and as you can see, if I zoom in, they're actually way higher than they normally are. So it left a bit of a dilemma, considering it was quite some considerable time since they were bought. And I'm sure, in fairness, if I'd rung Rails of Sheffield and explained the situation, they would have been quite happy to take them back and exchange them. But I thought, well, with the price of postage at the moment, and you know, I'll see if I can come up with a solution. You know, there must be some way of being able to fit. All I need to do really is drop the height of that coupling. So if you bear with me a minute, and I bring the other one up in front of the camera, I'm going to have to pan round a bit and excuse the dodgy camera work. As you can see, I have managed to get a drop coupling on there. So what I'll do is I'll just move them out the way, stick that one on, pan the camera around, and as you can see, perfect. And how we managed that was, I did have to ponder a little bit actually, I must admit. What we did was underneath, if you see there's a little lug here, just there, that little lug. There's like a little, well, if I put it this way and you can probably see better, excuse the camera work, just there. So what I did was I this part here, this lug, I actually snipped that off, and then it left me where I could actually get at the flat piece of plastic here. So what I did was took a tiny little piece of plastic. The camera work's not very good, you'll have to bear with it. I haven't got a very steady hand, unfortunately, but if I keep it still enough, I wasted a tiny little piece of plastic underneath, just enough to raise it, and then I was able to super glue this coupling on. It's a bit of a sort of mix and match, I grant you, but it actually did the job, and it took a little while for the glue to set, but it saved having to send them back postage. And yeah, they go around perfectly well, and this is the first sort of set I've had with knuckle couplings. I think that's what they're called anyway. And so yeah, everything worked out at the end, as they say. They are a very nice set of wagons. So what I'm going to do, I will now put some loads in them. So I'll do a quick video on how I put my loads in them. So I'll be back shortly. Bye for now. Right everybody, so we're back. So I've cut out 5 little inserts here of some foam packaging you get from, you know, just about everything you buy these days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a tiny piece of glue in here just to keep it in place, just normal PVA glue, nothing special, and then just going to slide that in just to keep it in place. There you go. That's it. Now I'm just going to add, just because this corner is still a little, needs a little bit extra packing I should say. Right, so now that's done, I'm going to just put a tiny run of glue around here, just on top. There you go, nothing special. And my trusty little sort of spatula, and I'm just going to work it in. So when I put the ballast on, the ballast will sit straight on top of here. Then I will use the water. I've got a mixture here of 50-50 water pardon me, and glue. So now I've got that, this comes the tricky bit. Trying to get this stuff on. I'm just using a very fine ballast for the infill, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on, hoping to fill in the nooks and crannies. So I always miss is the little nooks and crannies at the side, as you can see here. So I'm trying to fill them in. I'm not going to worry too much about getting ballast on the side of the actual wagon at the minute. I can easily clean that off later on. So there we go again, just keeping that. Looks a bit rough and ready at the minute, but it will settle once we fill everything in. So again, I'm just gonna just continue to fill. There you go. I think it's a tiny touch more. Right, just have a look. Actually, I may take that bit of foam out. That's it. I just let it find its own level. There you go. So, pretty much full to the brim. So now I've done that, I will now just spray. I will spray it with water because if I put the glue on now, it'll just sit on the dry ballast. It's got to be wet, as when you do ballasting for your track. So I very gently, because I tend to find if you do it too harsh, you'll end up blowing the ballast all over the place. So it's best just to let it sink in. It looks a bit messy, I can grant you, but it will, once it's dried. There you go. Right, so done that. I tidy up the edges. Here. Should have brought a wipe in, but never mind. Again, the ballast does look slightly odd, but when it dries out, it actually just dry out to its original grey again. So I'm going to fill that tiny little hole in there. Right, that's pretty much, I think, happy with that. So, with the 50-50 mix, I just very gently, this just binds it all together, so when I put them away I don't have ballast all over the place. So again, there you go. Oops, got a bit carried away there with that one, never mind. It will dry out, and it'll dry clear, so I don't have to worry too much about leaving any marks. So I've got a couple of little white bits, but again, pardon me, that will pretty much dry out pretty well. And if there's anything left, I can always go around and tidy up the edges. So there you go, there's another one, that's that one done. And I will proceed with the other three. I won't bore you by showing you how I do them all basically the same procedure. I'll take that away now, let this stand for at least 24 hours. And then I'll see if I need to sort of, you know, tap it up, fill any little holes that might have appeared. And that's it. It should dry a nice light grey. We'll see. So anyway, that's that done for now. I'll take that away, and we'll come back when they're all dried. So hello everybody, we're back again, and these are just about dried off now. They're still a little damp in places, but I thought I'd just show you the end result. As you can see, with these loads finally in place now. There you go, I'm sure you agree. Not too bad at all. So anyway, till the next time everyone. Bye for now. Bye bye.